So recognizing those dream-crushing weeds is fundamental to this next step. Now, I've given you some examples in the workbook, and we've talked about a few of the things that I've been going through or that I used to go through. And while we are discovering all the things that we've been going through in our lives, is part of those failures. And I say this with a smile because I've been there. And we can sometimes be so devastated about a failure when in fact that failure has showed us the way to go, to find the next thing that will get us even closer. And in a recent blog article, I had the heading, I used to suck at failures. And I did get a lot of sympathy online. Which was not my intention. I thought people would see the article from my point of view, where I've actually stepped away from that sucky feeling and have grown. But it shows you that we are all in a different mind space. And that mind space is what's keeping you from moving forward. When you can change your mind about what you think and feel about a certain thing, you are actually moving beyond your own limiting beliefs. And that is a topic that we can talk about forever. But the one take back you need to really internalize today is that you are the only one responsible for that limiting belief. And the same way you adopted that belief, in the same way you can release that belief. Here is the story about why this class exists. Since last year, I've worked towards my creative goals. In November, I reflected on the previous 6 months. I unpacked my studio and searched through everything. I looked everywhere, but I found that one truth, the one only I could uncover. Yes, I discovered the ugly truth. I had weeds. So this is me in January when I announced what was happening. Now I have been busy, but listen to what I said here. We can go through the workbook and see how we are sort of sabotaging ourselves with negative habits or overwhelming thoughts and all kinds of things that are stopping us from moving forward. Now, I had to also go through this workbook, and that's why I made a couple of changes. As you can remember, the previous version, I think I did that in 2021. But anyway, it was more art related to help one of the in-house students, and now I've adapted it for all of us to use again. And it's called Overcoming the Dream Crushing Weeds. As I've had so many questions about how to shift our mindset and how to think about things a little bit differently and how to let go of those negative habits or bad habits. And it's really a matter of identifying them, writing them down or making notes of them at least, and then seeing how you can actually take action yourself. I can only guide you, I can only show you the way. And ultimately, you need to do the work of taking that one thing at a time and either eradicating it, adjusting it, adapting, or totally removing it from your life. And now that you know my ugly truth, print out that workbook and start working on your creative goals. It's the only way you're going to reach that success milestones. It's always lovely to see how I also have grown. And I would never have been able to do that if I didn't take action and apply all the things I've learned. So, let's go through the workbook and see how I can help you figure out what your next step would be. Literally unlocking the secrets to success. Come on, click the join button and let's start this beautiful journey together.